Last time I asked you to meditate while doing your work. And this might have involved being silent while there are a lot of other people around you, or not. It depends on your work. But in this lesson, there is no getting around meditating while other people are with you. Because I want you to meditate while you're in a group of people. And a group can be anywhere from 3 others to, thousands. But it's better, I'd say, if there are not too many, so you are an integral part of that group. So you are expected to interact with them and cannot just only zone out and kind of escape from the interaction. And so I want you to remain aware of your silent core. While you sit in this group, maybe it's a party, maybe it's a meeting, a social club, whatever it might be, the setting. Maybe you have guests. And I want you to be extremely aware of everything that happens, every moment, while also being aware that you exist. And you might need to create like an anchor point for yourself to bring you back. Because when there are people talking to you and they're talking, this is like a magnet to bring forth all the thoughts in your mind, bring you totally out of the peace. So maybe you have to clinch the armrest on your chair, or you need to tap your foot on the floor a few times to just bring you back. Whatever you have to do, try to figure out how you work in situations like that. What is it you struggle with? What is it that takes you out of the peace? And how do you get back into it? Because one moment you might be completely serene, and the next moment somebody says something that awakens a lot of emotion in you, in the one way or the other, and you respond, maybe joyfully, maybe angry, whatever it might be. And then you need to, in the midst of that rush, you could say, rush of emotion and thoughts, to realize that, oh, I'm slipping. I need to get back into my center. So you need to realize, or rather dig out of yourself how to do that. How do you bring yourself back? Because everybody works differently. So we all need to figure ourselves out while doing it. So it's in the midst of the action that you are in the best position to find out how to remain in meditation. Make sense? And so this might take a long time to master. This might take years to master. If you're a natural, sure, it might go quickly, relatively. But there will almost always be something that comes up that will pull you out. And then you will need to pull yourself back. So this is like you have to study yourself. So pretend you're a scientist gathering data. how do this being react to these beings interacting with this being? And what makes this being lose track of its centeredness, of its knowing that it exists? This is a tall order to live life like this. But this is a complete meditation course. And so this is not something I expect for most people. Maybe they might dabble a little in it just to see. But mastering something like this is not for most people. It might be for you though. And so because this is a comprehensive course, I need to take it all the way, right? So you actually might be able to meditate 24/7. That's when you are a meditation master. When you can remain as you are. So even when you are emotional and you're excited and you're talking and you're interacting and stuff is happening, you are still aware of yourself, that you exist. You are still present. Because interacting and living life does not mean you're not meditating. It does in the beginning, but as we move on to being experts at meditation, meditation starts to blend with life. Because it was never what we did that was the problem. It was where we are located in our minds while we're living our lives. And so you can be crystal clear and aware right now while doing all sorts of things. You just need to figure out how to remain aware. So, take every interaction with groups of people as another test, another lesson, another possibility to meditate.